Okay, everybody, the plan in our notebook today is to set up a way to easily remember the rebellions that occurred due to power struggles. So we're going to go ahead and title the top of our page here, Power Rebellions. Now, our two stories, our two rebellions were very, very similar. They just had different endings. And so what we're going to use is a special shape. It's called a yin-yang. And what we're going to do is start with a circle. And I think the best way to do this is to use your thumb as a compass in a way. And just keep the pencil straight, and as you turn, you'll end up with a nice circle, okay? More or less, we have a nice circle here. I'm gonna use my pencil just to draw in the outline of the shape that we need. And then, of course, I'll fill in with marker. I think it's a little bit easier to see. Now, in a yin-yang, we have two identical sides of the shape, but a traditional yin-yang has two opposite colors, like black and white. But let's start with our history story in the middle. I'm going to be writing with a darker marker. Let's try purple for this side. The first rebellion that we learned about this year was Shays' Rebellion. In this story, we had a weak federal government. In fact, the federal government was so weak it could not protect the nation. So in our story for Shays' Rebellion, we have farmers rebel over taxes. And in this story, it proves, all right, a weak federal government cannot secure the nation. Now, Shays' Rebellion, the weak government, was due to the plan known as the Articles of Confederation. If you remember, in our studies, the federal government was weaker than the states, which is why here the federal government cannot secure the nation, okay? W for weak. Our second rebellion that you all read about yesterday, I'm going to grab a different color, is the Whiskey Rebellion. And it's during this rebellion that the federal government was strong. So here I'm going to put an S for strong. Similar story. Farmers rebel over taxes. But this time, a strong federal government we could say secures the nation, protects the nation, stops the rebellion, okay? We'll put here protects the nation, okay? And again, because of this change of plan of government under the Constitution, we've empowered the federal government. We've empowered it with the 7 principles. We have empowered it with 3 branches of government. And so this gives us the ability to protect the nation. All right? So under the Articles, the Shays' Rebellion, we have a weak federal government. The story ends, of course, with the fact that the states are left in danger. Once we have our second rebellion under the new plan, the Constitution, the powerful federal government protects the nation. Now, like I said before, a traditional yin-yang does have two colors. So what I'm going to do now is just take a quick second and I'll grab my purple color pencil. You can use whatever color you have, of course. Real quick shade in job here. And then a traditional yin-yang, this color will fill in this bubble. And then my second color, I'll just grab red real quick to shade it in. So, good way to see this, of course, are power rebellions, federal government power. We have Shays Rebellion, where it's weak, and Whiskey, where it's strong. Notice that they're kind of in the opposite spots. The W for the Whiskey, the S for Shays. Okay? Go ahead and get this filled in, and have a wonderful day.